Hello everyone. Today I'll be showing how OP the Royal Giant is and why it needs to be nerfed. I'm here with one of my clanmates.
Hello, I'm Laserblade.
And we will be showing you how the Royal Giant is OP. Arrows can take out squishy troops such as the Skeleton Army and the Minion Horde, allowing the Royal Giant to get off a bunch of shots without getting damaged.
Royal Giant, when paired with the Bomber, can be devastating because the Bomber will take out many squishy troops used to counter the Royal Giant and even Barbarians.
Introduced in the new update, the Bowler can be a great combo with the Royal Giant. It can push troops back, and it can also kill squishy troops such as Goblins and Spear Goblins.
The Royal Giant, when paired with Fire Spirits, can take out squishy troops or Barbarians if you use a zap as well.
You could also use a Fireball and a zap to take out Barbarians, and also other squishy troops such as Goblins, Spear Goblins, and Skeletons.
Royal Giant is devastating enough on its own, but if you add a freeze spell to the mix, then you can freeze just about anything that your opponent sends at you, be it a tower or troops. With that, your Royal Giant is guaranteed to get a couple free hits.
Another troop that can be used to create a terrifying combo with the Royal Giant is the Giant Skeleton. It can be used to take out Barbarians or squishy troops such as Goblins and Spear Goblins.
Yet another new card introduced in the latest update, the Ice Spirits can be quite deadly when comboed with the Royal Giant. The Ice Spirits can freeze anything you send at it for 2 seconds.
Another troop that many opponents use to attack you with the Royal Giant is the Ice Wizard. The Ice Wizard is used to slow down the Inferno, or slow down and kill squishy troops such as Minions or Goblins.
Many Royal Giant users will also back the Royal Giant up with Musketeer. Now this may seem kind of useless because most people will defend against Royal Giant with troops, but if you defend against a Royal Giant with a tower of some sort, then the Musketeer can quickly take it out and allow for the Royal Giant to attack. The Royal Giant and Wizard combo is really hard to counter against, because if you put down Minions, Spear Goblins, Skeletons, anything, the Wizard is just going to take them all out.
The Poison spell can also be used by your opponent to slow down your squishy troops and kill them slowly.
After a big push, you may be left with no or very little elixir. The opponent can then easily send in a single Royal Giant, which will quickly whittle down your tower's health, because the Royal Giant does so much damage on its own. Another troop that can be used with the Royal Giant and will create a terrifying effect is the Valkyrie. It can be used to kill Barbarians or any other squishy troops that go in front of it or around it. Without an instant damage spell, the Witch Royal Giant combo is very hard to counter, because the Witch's skeletons are going to get in front of the Royal Giant and distract any defenses that you put down. From there, the opponent can then zap your towers and get a lot of damage in. The Royal Giant is really powerful. If you put a Minion Horde behind it, sometimes people will just counter with a zap, but that will not kill the minions and they're still going to be alive, and they will either be tanked for by the Royal Giant, or if there's Inferno down, the minions will tank for the Royal Giant.
One feature of the Royal Giant that makes it so overpowered is the range. Once your opponent has taken down one of your towers, he or she can easily place the Royal Giant right in the middle of your base, allowing it to take one step and then start shooting at your tower. Another feature of the Royal Giant that makes it overpowered is that it is fat. You cannot deny it. Many troops such as the Wizard or the Witch cannot get around it, which allows the opponent to keep on pushing with the Royal Giant, and you cannot defend against the Wizard or the Witch because you cannot get to it without killing the Royal Giant first. In conclusion, the Royal Giant is very overpowered and needs a nerf. it has the health of a giant, and it does the damage of a musketeer. In the new update, SUPERCELL added many new troops to support the Royal Giant, and they also buffed some other supporter troops for the Royal Giant. The Royal Giant is taking over TV Royale and many people's decks, and needs to be nerfed so that it is less popular. If you're watching this SUPERCELL, you need to screw yourself. The Royal Giant needs a nerf, and it is too overpowered for free-to-play players like me to handle. I had a lot of trouble with it in the 2800 range, and it almost made me smash my phone against the wall. So again, if you're watching this SUPERCELL, you need to nerf the Royal Giant. Thank you guys so much for watching the video.
Be sure to check out our other videos and follow our Twitter account.
Have a great day. Another troop that... Stop playing that! It should go in bloopers.
Okay, sorry, I'm done.
Yeah, you should be sorry.